Are we having fun? Hell yeah.
I'm Steph.
And I'm Kayla, and we're two best friends coping with life the only way we know how, one adventure and a cocktail at a time.
Oh gosh, it worked.
We're connected.
Oh, we're recording.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. We're trying to record straight.
It's been a while.
Podcasters app. It's been a while. Okay, so this is our first episode back, and we just decided to let you guys in on the train wrecks that we are. We are just not going to edit this. We're just recording right into the app and just posting.
Yeah, but I feel like that's good though. It's like not a whole lot of podcasts are like raw, unedited, candid. So we're out here making a difference.
That's the word.
Candid camera, candid microphone.
Candid mic. Candid mic.
I love it.
Who's can? And okay. All right. So I think we should just get right into it because Stephanie is a tired bitch and I'm driving to the airport right now, so
I'm so tired. It's 9:00 and I will be going to bed right after this.
Did you do something naughty today?
No, I was very good. I went to work like an adult. 10-hour day, and then I went to happy hour with my new coworkers.
Ooh.
And I only had two. I had 2 margaritas and a shot.
Oh, that's very good.
Which isn't that much.
Honestly, big step up.
I don't drink all week, so that's not a lot.
Yeah, we decided that it's too much effort to like come up with a drink every week and like put on this facade that we are constantly partying. I mean, when we started this podcast, we were in such a different phase of our lives. Like we were just like, yes, let's do this, let's party, and like we still want to, but like we struggle.
But like
okay,
once a week now, and like responsibly.
and also I want to talk a little bit about. We're going to go into our short film later on in the episode, but I want to talk about my trip to Orlando before we filmed our short film. Stephanie and I want to talk about the stuff off
Wait,
set.
can I just preface this by saying that was probably the funniest weekend we've had in a really long time.
The fucking funniest. Stephanie and I deserve to live with each other for the rest of our lives. That's all I have to say. Because when you put us together, it is hysterical. There's no other word for it.
I'm thinking
So hard.
I'm thinking about the car.
Tell them about the car.
No, that needs to be the last story because I feel like that really just like puts everything into summation.
Okay,
what was the first? Oh, we started off at the hotel.
Yeah. So Steph almost killed us, but we'll save that for last. But when we started the weekend, we're like, okay, we need Monday to relax, and relaxing for Stephanie is like, let's fucking get the biggest drink on the menu at the hotel. And I'm not
We
kidding.
both needed a day off though. So this was like it was a Friday. I have Fridays off. I was like, this is my Friday. This is your vacation. I was like, let's just go balls to the wall.
I'm not kidding. When we went balls to the wall for the entire weekend, still to this day, it's been like a week and a half. How long is it? 2 weeks? A week?
2 weeks.
I don't even know. 2 weeks. And my skin was literally like, and my skin and my digestive system, honestly, were trying to recover. They were trying so desperately to recover for like a week straight.
Yeah,
and like,
honestly, same.
And like they're finally just now kind of like getting back to normal.
And then you're about to come to Orlando again.
Oh my god, it was a hysterical trip. But before we get into Stephanie killing us, almost killing us, we need to talk about what is it like being 28. I like to call it the Q1 of being 28 because Stephanie and I literally had our birthdays like the first couple months of the year, and now we're like approaching April, so it's like
Wait, I love that because I'm a finance
Right?
girl now. So
Right?
Q1 is
Let's
so
go.
accurate.
Exactly. So like I have to tell you, well, okay, I had a lot of issues when I was like 21. I remember, like just health wise, because I was just go 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 and never took care of myself.
Mm-hmm. And
But
stress was through the roof.
stress was through the roof. But now it's like a different kind of stress because like I feel like a lot more relaxed than I used to be, but like I'll get into like cycles or like triggers or whatever.
Same. And there's
And
more to be stressed about now because we're older, like there's more bills, we're trying to build a life.
yeah,
But
like we
I
have
feel
no
you
idea
like
what the fuck we're stressing about.
right, but now like it's more stress, but I'm also more okay with if shit doesn't work out, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I'm
Because
like
when I was
calming
younger, I was like, I have to do this now, I have to go to college now and get all these grades, or I'm gonna be a failure. And now I'm kind of
right?
like, life fucking works out the way it's gonna work out, and you just
The
kind of
stakes
gotta
were
like
even
ride the
higher.
ride.
The stakes were higher when we were 21, but like we literally didn't even know what the stakes were. We just
Right.
had
We
them
just,
big
yeah, I
stakes.
feel like you just get so caught up in the rat race of like, everyone's going to college, everyone's, you know, getting engaged, everyone's doing this. So you just feel like you're a failure if you're not at that point. But the older you get, the more you realize like everyone's on their own timeline. So if yours doesn't align with somebody else, it does not matter. It really does not matter.
Boom. I love that. I had a little reminder though of the good glory days, because today I thought I was giving myself a UTI, and I got
Wait, how does that even happen? What do you mean? How do you give yourself a UTI?
Okay. So like your girl is like getting on her period. That's one thing. Whatever. But
So naturally.
I was like driving from Orange County back to LA because I stay the night in Orange County. So like it's only 40 miles, but guys, if you're not familiar with LA traffic, it's real. And like 45-minute drive can turn into like an hour and a half real fast.
Oh
So
my gosh.
so Parker and I had spent the morning exploring like Huntington Beach, and it's just like I love how he called it a parallel universe of LA because the beaches like look kind of similar, and you can like see islands in the distance, and you can see like literally the other side of like this mountain or maybe
Mm-hmm.
it's a hill, like near Long Beach. Like we were literally just like south of all that. But we kind of like had this big lunch, and then I was like, okay, let's get you coffee because he's a pilot, so like he's got to have the energy while he works. So I wanted to show him this like really cool deli and like coffee shop sort of called Sessions Deli. I'm like obsessed with it.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm in Fairfax District on my way. I'm like picking up Parker right now from work, and he just texted me he landed early, like 40 minutes early.
Ooh.
So I'm 40 minutes away.
Well, he's gonna have to wait because we have a 40-minute podcast.
Exactly. So I give him this coffee, and we had just finished like lunch, and I had already gone to the bathroom at the beach. And like if you're at the beach, you don't want to really go to the bathroom there because who knows who's been in there. And sometimes there's not toilet paper. Like you never know what the deal is gonna be.
Right.
So once was enough for me. Should have gone in the restaurant, but I didn't. Should have gone in Sessions when we got coffee, but I didn't. So I'm on like a hard kombucha, water, and then now coffee in my system without like going to the bathroom. And I kind of like had the urge when I was dropping Parker off at the airport, but I was like, it's only an hour. I can do it.
Oh no.
I made it to the cusp. Like so he was like taking off from a different airport than LAX, but from there to LAX it was like 30 minutes. and I finally made it near the LAX airport, and I couldn't get any further because I was literally banging on my steering wheel, jumping up and down, like anything I could to like not. I was physically in pain. Just anything I
Oh
could
my
to not.
gosh, I've been there, bro. That shit sucks.
And yeah, and I had like 40 more minutes in my drive. So
Did you
I was
just pull over at that point? I would have pulled over and done it right next to my car.
well, you never know what cops are like hanging out in like the shadows or something. Like I was near like houses and stuff. It wasn't gonna work. But I found a grocery store, but like every single grocery store in LA, the bathroom is in a different location. So I'm like
True.
I'm running around the store looking for the bathroom, and let me tell you, I do not miss those days when I would like. I think I would legitimately like just not pee enough when I was younger. If I was like in pain and I was like, oh god, here it comes. I'm gonna need antibiotics for a week after this. Like,
oh my gosh.
Like girls get it. Guys are probably like, what the fuck? Ew. Like, are you dirty? Like, gross. But like, it's that easy for a girl.
Right.
Like, it is really that easy. Like, if
right.
you just hold in your pee.
So, and that's like the worst feeling too. Like when you said banging on the steering wheel, I've literally been there. Like I've literally done that. Like anything to keep your mind from thinking about what it's thinking about.
Yeah. So I've like peed like 5 times since then, just to make sure that we're good to go.
That we're good. Oh my gosh. You should get some boric acid pills.
Ooh.
There's these little suppositories that you stick up your vagina. And it's a boric acid pill, and it like makes it so that you don't get UTIs.
Wow. This is okay, guys. This is not medically endorsed. So
yeah, it's like just what works for me, and it's $13 on Amazon. We'll link it below.
If you're a nurse or a doctor, don't come at us. We heard it on an Amazon ad. And,
yeah. No, I heard it from an Instagrammer, so it's got to be right.
Oh God. It's got to be great. Okay, yeah. So that's going on our Amazon shop. Everyone's buying boric acid.
Bro. Well, I'm glad you possibly don't have a UTI. I'm really glad.
Yeah. No, I think we're in the clear now. I think we're clear. P is clear. We're in the clear.
Oh, perfect. When P is clear, you have your life together, to be honest.
Speaking of having my life together, I feel like I'm just still a shit show like every day, and I think I'm just predispositioned to think that. Like now I'm starting to have self-awareness, which I kind of don't like because now I have to like think.
Because you're forced to like own up to your bullshit, basically.
Yeah. But like, I'm not gonna lie. In a mood today, like. Aside from the peeing thing, like I was actually having a grand old time by that part of the day, but I started the day pretty upset. And I feel like, I don't know how you feel, but I feel like my hormones are like crazy. Like,
yeah? Are you preggo?
No, I'm not.
I'm just kidding.
I'm on my period and drinking during the day while everyone's at work.
No, I definitely feel you though, because I feel like, and tell me if you've seen this too. So I follow like some Instagram, influencers, but a lot of them are switching from being like, how do I say this? I feel like they're switching from being like, oh, it's all about like working out to like a lot of like hormone therapy type of stuff. Yeah. Like a lot of my wellness people that normally, I mean, they still post like food recipes and like workouts and stuff, but a lot of it's like how to make your hormones healthy, because your hormones literally affect every part of you.
Literally.
So like when you wake up in the morning, like get sunshine, like when you go to bed at night, drink some magnesium, like things like this that really like affect like not only, your body, but like even like your cycle and like just so many different things.
You need to like use your Instagram to share all these like vitamins you've discovered, because
yes, girl, I will post my whole Amazon storefront of vitamins and boric acid vagina pills.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever you need.
Medicine in there too, like, or like cranberry pills. Wait, is boric acid like part of cranberries?
No, I don't know about that. But the cranberry pills, I don't know. I don't even know if I've ever done those.
We are far removed from my health science degree, so. But I do think that hormones just like are so important. Like they literally do so much more than you can think about.
Right, because when you're like growing up, I feel like the only time you really think about hormones is when people are like, oh, you're going through puberty, like your hormones are all over the place. It's like, yeah, but what does that really mean, you know?
But now we're at like prime childbearing age, and I've heard things about like hormones changing completely after you have a kid. And this is crazy that we're talking about this. Like, we're not like gross about it, but like our friends are having kids, and like I hope they can attest to this. But like I feel like our hormones are just like through the roof because you're like, hello, you're supposed to
like
your biological clock is ticking here.
Don't we know it? I literally, when I'm like, okay, so we're 28, right? When I'm on my good days, I'm like, oh, I have all the time in the world to have a kid. You know, like where like times have changed, women are getting pregnant later. And then on my bad days, I'm like, my eggs are shriveled. I have 1 year left.
Can I just like, should I? Because it's gonna be a while.
Yeah. Yeah, right? And at that point, it's like, well, where's the cutoff line? Like, should I just pack it in now or?
No.
Not
now.
Yeah.
Right now we're in a phase of our lives where we're still going to Universal Studios. Oh my God.
Oh,
okay.
Speaking of which, so I get free passes because I work part-time at Universal in Orlando. Yeah. Kayla just got herself an annual pass in California. So tell me about it. How is it? Since you've been to both parks now.
Yeah, so it's different, but also I have chosen to like love both parks just as much. Like, think about how like Disney in Orlando has 4 parks and like 2 water parks, whatever, like, and then Orlando has 2 parks and a water park. I just imagine Universal Hollywood as like an extension of all that, and I'm just so in love with the brand. I'm legitimately like obsessed with Universal, and it's
yes.
I haven't been to Nintendo World. I'm so psyched, but when I went, first of all, it was like raining and we still went. But it wasn't like Florida raining, like during the summer. It was cold and raining, and we still went.
Ooh.
But Parker had never been, so I had to show him like the good stuff.
Like you literally sent me a video of putting a shot of Jameson inside pumpkin juice, and I could not have loved it more.
It was so good. I actually asked for butterbeer, and they gave me pumpkin fizz. That's the whole thing. But whatever. I'm super appreciative of it because it was so good. But when you go to Harry Potter World, Hogsmeade is exactly the same. Like
identical?
Identical, except I don't think the train ride is like real. It's the exact same station, but you don't go in it and like ride to the other park. Obviously, there's no other park.
Oh, okay.
So, like, that's all the same.
Wait, so they only have Hogsmeade, they don't have Diagon Alley?
Yeah. So I asked if they did, and they're like, no, sorry, we don't. And I was like, oh man. But then I thought about it. That's at the other park.
Right.
And that's why.
Well, also you have freaking Nintendo World. It's worth it.
Yeah. So literally the layout's exactly the same. So if you've been to Orlando, don't worry, don't fret. Universal Hollywood looks exactly the same. So I took Parker immediately into the 3 broomsticks, and he was so confused because no, I took him into the Hog's Head, like the little bar.
Yeah.
And then it's connected to the 3 broomsticks, which is like the hotel
right
restaurant.
So it's exactly like Orlando. That's funny.
It's exactly the same. But I was like, let me sneak you in the back door. And then he was like, what's over here? Because he's never been. So we end up in the restaurant, and then we're like sitting at the table that's like reserved for people buying food. And he's like so confused, and I'm like, well, we went into like a separate entity, but like you can go to both. It's like a whole thing.
It's a whole
And
thing.
like, yeah, and like even the bathroom was in the same location. So I was
Wow.
a really good tour guide. I was a really good tour guide. The
Dude,
ride,
Universal is just like so many memories from us over the years.
so many.
Like literally because we went to high school right across from it. So like naturally there's gonna be stuff there.
Okay.
But even like going there the freaking time with Tom Felton, just everything,
oh my
man.
God. We're gonna
Everything
get into
back
that.
to back.
We're gonna get into that because I like that you brought up high school. Because I forgot to tell you, I met up with somebody from high school last week, and it was a very interesting encounter.
Wait, you didn't tell me this. It's been so long.
I'll text you who it is because obviously I'm not gonna ask for permission about this.
Right.
So I'm gonna like sell him out or whatever if he doesn't want to like be mentioned. But
True.
basically, I like met up with him and his girlfriend I never met, and I just feel like I was too much like the whole time because it was like we were like talking and stuff, and they were like I was trying to ask a lot of questions, and like then they were asking a lot of questions, and of course I would have a lot to say about the questions they're asking.
So you feel like you just talked too much compared to what they were trying to talk?
And then I would try to bring up like memories, and then I was like, is this like it was just interesting.
Like, is it too much, or like did they not want to talk about it?
That's what I wasn't like sure. I was trying to read the room, but it was like legitimately like I'm like, yeah, remember like we did blah blah blah, and then he was like, no, I don't, or like that wasn't us, was it? And I was just like, no, like we.
So do you think that he was saying that because this new girlfriend was there and maybe he didn't want to come off a certain way?
I don't. I'm gonna think about it forever, but I don't know.
And you guys are like decently close, right? So.
Yeah, and then like we were talking about like I was like, oh, how's like the other friends that you keep in touch with, and like who do you keep in touch with? Because obviously we're having like our high school reunion, and he keeps in touch with like all these people that I haven't heard about in like 10 years. Like we have our own people that we talk about from high school, and they were a completely different set of people, and I was like, holy shit, like all these people are still out here in the world.
Yeah, bro.
Oh
okay,
God,
we need to have a tag up after this, but
yeah.
I definitely can.
Yeah, I would like to know if people encounter anything awkward like this, or if like if they see somebody that they haven't seen in a long time, and then they. Oh no, I'm remembering the week I was in Orlando.
Wait, what?
I'm wondering if people. Hold on. I'm wondering if people ever like see somebody that they used to go to high school with, and then that person doesn't remember them. Or I wonder if they ever see somebody from high school who they've never met, but they've seen around, and they pretend that they know each other.
Wait, what was that quote that we had? How did that come up? I remember that.
I have no idea. Stephanie and I ran into like one of Stephanie's coworkers, apparently married to somebody we went to high school with, and I was like, did you go to my middle school? And then he was just like, yeah, started mumbling.
No, but
I think we went to middle school together.
No, this is the kicker. Kayla was like, did you go to Bay Lakes or whatever the fuck the name of the elementary school is? And this guy went to middle school and high school and college with her. So of all of those opportunities, she decided to bring up, hey, did you go to this elementary school? It was hilarious.
I brought up the one thing that wasn't even like possible to like be in the same school. Oh my god, that is so funny. But isn't it awkward, like seeing people you haven't seen in so long? It's just so awkward.
It really is. It's
Oh my
awkward.
god.
Well, no, I was gonna say it's awkward unless you're a certain way, but sometimes it's even awkwarder.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. I'm
It
just
just
like,
depends on how people are.
I just like, I refuse to like let go of my personality and childlike wonder as I grow up, and I think that's problematic sometimes. But
Right.
whatever. So, Tom Felton, huh? So, have you been keeping in touch? Stephanie, one time in our good old UTI days, um,
Oh God.
Stephanie turned down Tom Felton.
Okay, and when she says turn down, that's very loose and not at all accurate, but continue.
Always so accurate. So Stephanie has been working like part-time at Universal for like forever
Since like college. Yeah, beginning of college.
So one of the very fun things that gets to happen is the Harry Potter wizarding whatever, where like the cast comes to town, and she works at like a bar where some of the cast members like to go and like hang out after their long day of whatever. And so this bitch, me, um, would just get a text like, "Hey, blah 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 is here," and I, living right by Universal, would just sneak on over with my homework and have Stephanie brew me up an espresso martini while I'm doing my physics homework,
Or a
like,
cup of tea, depending what she's in the mood for.
and just so I can like be in the vicinity, like, what is wrong with me?
No, but when she says that, like, I'm telling you, like, he walked in, he sat with some other Harry Potter people. Like, I think it was, what's that dude's name? Matthew Lewis, the guy that plays Neville. They were all together sitting on a couch. And then I text Kayla, I'm like, oh, guess who's here? And if you're my boss, I didn't text anybody. Nobody knew.
Oh, it's okay, whatever.
And then, like, Kayla literally lives 5 minutes from there. So she was like, I'm on my way. And I was like, oh, haha. And this bitch shows up like 15 minutes later, walking through the door with a cup of tea.
Okay, but I used to visit you at work all the time. So
Yeah.
actually, you didn't text me. I wanted to visit my best friend at work. And
then she just so happened to sit 2 tables down from that table. But what's funny is other people did that too. It wasn't just you. Like, there was a family that followed them, I think, from City Walk and was like, oh, there he is. He's over there. Like, people were like literally trying to look out for him.
It wasn't like that serious. I just wanted to be like, okay, let me just see what it's
Let me
like.
just do some, yeah. Honestly, I would too, because why not?
Let me just be among the inspirational people.
And then
Anyway,
keep going.
so
What happened?
I'm talking to Stephanie, and it's like towards the end of her shift, and he walks over, and he asks what she's doing after work. And this girl, actually, I don't know how it came to be. Basically, she's just like, I'm just gonna be busy closing this place for like a long time. And
no, I think I said I'm just going home.
Yeah, pretty much shot him down. Which is kind of
he was not. He said it in such a British way. He didn't even mean it like that. It was one of those. It was one. It was one of the.
You have to preface that you're also British, so that is not offensive.
Right. Yes, that's what I mean. It was one of those things where he's like, Stephanie, love, what are you doing later? And that was a terrible accent, and then I was like, oh, I'm just going home. And then that was it. He wasn't actually looking for anything. He was just being friendly and British.
Right. So Tom Felton, if you're out there, she is open to love and she's open to healing now.
Oh my God. And you can play your uke for me anytime, Tom.
Oh my God.
If you guys don't follow him on Instagram, please do, because it's literally just him with his ukulele. What a guy.
I have to say, though, that's not the only people that I have been in the vicinity of when I hear that they're in town or around. Even in New York.
For sure.
Even in LA. It'll
Yeah.
never stop.
You've literally
gotta put
been in all the
yourself-
spots.
You have to put yourself in the spots. You just have to be on their level. That's it. We're on their level. So
That's how you get out there, man. That's how you get your
just
name
call
out
us the
there.
next Fantastic Beast stars. Speaking of stars, okay, if you've listened to the podcast or followed me for a long time, or if you're listening now, you're going to learn that I am Kayla, by the way. Oh my gosh, we didn't even introduce ourselves. Wow, rude.
Oh, hey.
That's Stephanie.
Hi.
Kayla is an actor, moved to LA. Stephanie's still in Orlando, but Stephanie has been stealing the spotlight lately. She has her first official acting credit on IMDb, which is the source of everybody's like resume in the industry.
And guess what my title is? Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
How did your mom even say it? I think she said like crazy college bar girl or something like that. That's literally my credit. And this was I had a line though. I did have a line.
She did have a line, yeah. She has a line. She's a real actor, and she got the part by, well, being a producer
and being fucking awesome. Hello.
I
really added a pizzazz that the director couldn't turn down.
Exactly. She negotiated her way to the top. And if that's not star mentality, then call me I don't know what I was about to say.
Rebecca? What are you gonna say?
I don't know why I was gonna say Rebecca Black, but I respect her. I don't know why I was about to say that.
Oh my god. Throwback. That's high school.
I don't know why. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry if you're listening to this podcast. You never will, but
sorry, Rebecca Black. No, but really, like, that experience was just so cool. We literally shot our own short film, and it's gonna be released sometime in May. So be on the lookout. We're out here. We're doing things.
We are. That's why we've kind of been off the podcast, because we've been revamping our brand and really like putting a foot forward in the ways that we want to progress our careers in entertainment. It's kind of hard when we're like still really low budget to like juggle too many projects.
And when it's just literally the two of us, and by that I mean it's literally just Kayla. So
yeah,
it's definitely it's a lot to do, but we're like dipping our toes into all these different like buckets, and I'm really proud of how far we've come.
Yeah, and I'm like more so like onboarding Stephanie and teaching her like the entire industry in like a fifth of the time that I've been learning everything. So like that's a lot.
Blessed.
She
yeah.
just like jumps in
when I can, because I'm very new to this industry. Kayla's the one that takes all this by the reins. She's the smart one when it comes to all of this. So I'm just like, I mean, I'll help as much as I can. I don't know anything, but tell me what to do.
Me, the smart one?
Yeah, bro. I hype you up so much. I have people that are like, oh, I really want to get these shirts made. I'm like, yo, my biffle is a drop shipping queen.
No, literally, you're a drop shipping queen. You just say, I'll have my people contact your people.
Yeah, which, by the way, we need to talk offline because I do have some people that need our services.
Let's do it.
Lots to do.
So,
and speaking of drop shipping and merch, go check out our online store. We have some goodies on there that have been manifested, pun intended, because we created our own line of merch. Yes, you heard that right. You can go on to offmedia.com/shop.
Oh my goodness. awhfmedia.com/shop.
I was right. Off Media. We just shorten it. awhfmedia.com/shop. You'll see lots of goodies. And once our short film gets released, we're going to have a whole new line based off of that short film with quotes and cute gear. So make sure you check now before all of that stuff is gone.
We're also going to be promoting heavily for the short film, which is going to come later on in the spring. but it's going to play in some really cool places that we're trying to line up, and so stay tuned for that. You can check out our homepage on our website as well for like more info on our short film called Guy. It's gonna be freaking hilarious, by the way. I'm so excited. We had so much fun.
So much fun. Like, we did it all in a day. Literally filmed it all in a day for like 12 hours, but it was like the best day ever.
It was the best day ever, and we're gonna have some really cool exclusive ways to view the film as well. So we got a lot in the works. But before we go, I feel like let's get a little like into. I've been listening to some frequently asked questions. I'm like, let's get into like a little pop culture because nothing's good without pop culture in my life. So this was a very interesting thing. I want to know, have you ever kept a gift that an ex gave you? I love this question. It's so intriguing.
Have you ever kept a gift from your ex?
Yeah.
Of course. I don't think, because, okay. Well, I guess it depends on what the gift is, but here's my general topic on this. I don't think things should be that petty. Like, whether it was like a high school relationship, okay, get over it. You were in high school. Or if you were like an adult, at that point, you should be more mature to where like, okay, like you have a book or something that your ex gave you. Like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Now, if it's like something very specific, like a bracelet that says, love you, love Troy, or whatever the fuck the name is. Okay, yeah, I get, like I get that. But like, no, like I get that. But I'm...
No, you're so right, though. You're so right. Like, okay, what I was going to say is that, like, you have a very mature point of view on it, and I kind of agree with it, but, like, literally, like, people's take on it is they're like, fuck no, like, get rid of that shit, give it back, like, I don't ever want to see that again, but, like, I'm kind of the person that's like, did you spend a lot of money on this, and do I like it?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna keep it. But if I just happen to lose it, then I didn't really lose anything.
Yeah, no, and that's a good way to look at it too, because it's just like, I don't know. I think the pettiness of this generation has really got to like die. I don't know. Like, if an ex gave me a bicycle, I'm not gonna throw out that bicycle. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, exactly. I can get so much use out of that. Like,
exactly.
You can make more memories. Like,
and you need that bicycle to get fit after they drop you, so that you can just be the hottest bitch ever.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So my take is, unless it's a heart necklace that says "Love you, boo boo" or some shit like that, I think it's perfectly fine, and I think it should be a mature thing to do that.
Wow, we are so mature.
Wow, big 28-year-olds.
Oh my god. Okay, so last question is, what are you binging or watching right now? Have you watched You is really what I want to ask you.
So funny you should mention that. I was actually at happy hour earlier today with my coworkers, and I asked people, I was like, so what are you guys watching now? Because I haven't had time to watch TV recently because I've been so like consumed with learning my job and like a lot of stuff. So, but I want to get back into it because I finished Dead to Me and White Lotus. And so I'm like, well, I need something new. Like, what's new? And the first one on my list was going to be You.
Yay.
So I'm going to probably start tonight, to be honest. Season 4, obviously. I've watched the others.
Oh, you haven't watched the first part?
I haven't watched any of season 4.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. I know. Wait, what do you mean the first part? Is there 2 parts?
Yeah, so like the first part came out in like February, and I binged it. And then the second part literally came out like last week or something.
Oh.
Yeah. So like the first 5 episodes, and then they left us on a cliffhanger. And then the second half. But
I heard it's like a murder mystery, and I'm so stoked because that is my genre, bro.
Okay, I don't want to like skew your opinion of it, but I really loved the murder mystery aspect, and then they put a twist on the second part of the season that changes everything and the way that you like look at everything, and I kind of like wasn't about it. But I'm not gonna like say what or like give any insight.
Okay, we can talk about this at our next episode because I'm literally gonna start tonight, and then
Yeah.
we will reconvene.
I love Dead to Me.
I know, Dead to Me was awesome. So wait, I actually made a list. So I'm gonna watch you first, and then I'm gonna watch The Last of Us. I know I'm behind. I still need to watch that.
Hell yeah.
Yellowstone. I know I'm behind. I still need to watch that, and just yeah.
I haven't even started that one.
I know, but I've heard it's amazing.
So Scream 6 came out, and I really need like some Halloween friends to go watch it with because it has so many good people in it. And I think I'm more obsessed with Courtney Cox, who also played Monica on Friends, now than like ever. And she's like back in the movie. So that should be on the list too. It's in movie theaters right now.
Wait, what is it called?
Scream 6.
Oh, what?
Yeah. It's like it takes place in New York, and then like everybody is Scream. It's like kind of crazy. I don't actually know. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm just like obsessed. I'm gonna go watch it.
I'm so stoked. There's so much good stuff.
So much, and we have like literally every streaming service. I need to be cut off because we have Paramount, we have Apple TV,
HBO, Disney Plus,
Peacock. Like literally, we have no limits, and I feel like that's just kind of reflecting of like how it's been since I turned 28 because I need to chill the fuck out. Because I'm self-aware enough to know I'm overindulging, but I'm not mature enough to stop.
Right. I love that. I love that authenticity.
And with that, I think that concludes our 28th year. No, I'm kidding. That concludes our episode. And if you haven't rated, subscribed, reviewed, follow us at AWHF Media because we're going to be putting some new stuff. I've been doing some blog posting. It's going to get lit. And Stephanie's going to go share her ashwagandha or whatever, her magnesium.
Magnesium and boric acid pills.
Her like drug addiction, whatever. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we're gonna put that on the Amazon. We have not utilized the Amazon in so long.
Bro, but we will now. Go check out our Amazon. More importantly, go check out offmedia.com/shop. That's where all the goodies are.
Yes. And if you do like need any designs done, hit us up. If you feel like you want to get involved with our films, hit us up. It's really easy to find us everywhere if you just click on our website.
Yes.
All right, Steph. I don't know when we'll be back, but I'll see you next time. I'm gonna miss you.
Another day. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.
I gotta figure out how to end this. Okay.